Welcome to Science Easy Tech channel. In this video, we are going to discuss cookery rules and preservation of nutrients unit. Under that unit, the topic of today's interest is food additives. Before moving on to the topic, if you are new to Science Easy Tech channel, just take a moment to subscribe our channel and also to press the notification bell icon in order to get connected with our latest updates. The contents what you are going to discuss in this video, as I told earlier, it is food additives. Already I have posted many videos on nutrition. Watch our channel playlist BSc Nursing First Year Nutrition for more videos related to nutrition. I have given the link in the description box also. You can go and watch it. Also I have given in suggested iCards as well as in end cards. Food additives. What are food additives? According to Food Protection Committee of the Food and Nutrition Board, the definition for food additives is a substance or mixture of substances other than the basic foodstuff which is present in a food or a result of any aspect of food production, processing, storage or packaging. The term does not include chance contaminants. So what are food additives? Food additives or any substances. For example, if you are taking pickle, mango pickle. So mango is a basic foodstuff, okay, and whatever the ingredients you are using are basic foodstuff. Apart from that, in order to increase the shelf life of mango pickle, you are adding vinegar, which is an additive, okay. Like that, for processing, for production, storage or packaging, you are using some extra substances that is called as additives. So the term does not include any charge contaminants during the food production, processing, storage and packaging. There may be chance for the contaminants are not included in this food additives. For example, when you are producing the food, when you are processing the food or when you are storing the food or when you are doing package, there may be chances for any contamination. So that contaminants are not called as food additives. Food additives is what you are adding to the food substances in order to enhance the flavor, texture, aroma and also to increase the shelf life of the food. So food additives are substances which are added to the food. Why they are added? Which either improve the flavor, for improving the flavor, texture, color, chemical preservatives, taste, appearance or function as a processing aid. So what is the need for food additives? It provides protection against food spoilage during storage, transportation, distribution and processing. See, in home we are preparing. So maximum one day it will be good. Okay, or sometimes even before that also it gets spoiling. But see, something what we are going to buy from the market or it is going to be for long periods. Why? Because they are adding food preservatives in that food preservatives comes under food additives. So it is included in the preparation of convenience foods like jams and jellies, artificial sweetness and all they are adding, no, then to fortify or enrich the foods. For example, for milk powder they are adding vitamin D. Okay, for a dalda they are adding vitamin A. So to fortify or enrich the foods, it is used to add color, flavor, firmness and retards or hastens chemical reaction in food. So sometimes to increase the flavor, aroma of the food, texture of the food, to change the texture of the food, food additives are added to maintain nutritional quality of food. So the nutritional quality of the food is maintained by means of food additives used as a preservative and coloring agent. Sometimes no, the colors will be attracting, will be appealing to the eyes and we will be eating. So it is used as a preservative and coloring agent. For example, the flavors used in ice creams and all the colors, okay, everything adds to food additives. Moving on to the classification of food additives. The food additives can be classified as preservatives, coloring agents, antioxidants, artificial sweeteners, flavoring agent, emulsifiers, stabilizers and thickeners, flavor improvers, humectants, curing agents, chelating agents, leavening agents. I repeat, the food additives can be classified as preservatives, coloring agents, antioxidants, artificial sweeteners, flavoring agents, emulsifiers, stabilizers, and thickeners, flour improvers, flour improvers, humectants, curing agents, chelating agents, leavening agents. So let's see one by one. What are preservatives? Preservatives are the compounds which are used to preserve the food. So it prevents and retards the microbial spoilage of food. It prevents the growth of microorganisms. So they are classified into two types: class 1 preservatives and class 2 preservatives. What are class 1 preservatives? They are natural substances, or addition of it in food is not restricted. You can add as much as you want. For example, salt, sugar, honey, vegetable oil, spices, they are all natural preservatives. Okay, salt, if you are adding for pickles, it is going to enhance the shelf life of the pickle, like that. So sugar, sometimes for jams, jellies, you are using sugars, no, that comes up. Next, class 2 preservatives. These are some chemicals. For example, for the same pickle, apart from salt is a natural preservative, but if you are adding vinegar, it is an artificial preservative, class 2 preservative. So these are chemical substances which should be included in a food in restricted quantity. There is some limitation. If you are going to add too much, again it is going to lead to many harmful diseases in the person. So restricted quantity as per permissible limits by the food authority, you have to use it. Example, benzoic acid, sorbic acid, etc. Next, moving on to coloring agents. Coloring means what? It gives color. So it can be a dye, pigment, or substance to impart color in the food. It is classified as natural colors. Example, turmeric, which is naturally available. Synthetic colors. Synthetic colors which are synthesized from fruits, vegetables, and chemicals. Example, sunset yellow, tartrazine. So many gems and all, know you are having different colors. So they are adding some coloring agents like synthetic colors. Okay. Artificial sweetness. These are said to be sugar substitute which contains less energy, which are not produced naturally. Example, no, for diabetic patients and all, they are asking to add artificial sweetness instead of sugar. Example, saccharin, aspartame, dulcin, etc. Next, antioxidants. Antioxidants are added to oils and fats to prevent oxidative rancidity. Example, ethyl propyl, octyl, galates, etc. So oils, if you are going to preserve for a long time, rancidity, fat will get rancid. Rancidity effect will be taking place. So to prevent that antioxidation, this rancidity is nothing but as a result of oxidation. So antioxidants are added to prevent this oxidative rancidity effect. Example is ethyl propyl, octyl galates, etc. Next, flavoring agents. What are flavoring agents? Which enhances the flavor of the substance. Okay, so ice creams, you are asking strawberry flavor, you are asking vanilla flavor, okay, like that, and so many flavors you are asking. Again, in this flavoring agent, you have both natural and synthetic. Example, menthol, vanillin or vanilla flavor, like that, etc. Next is emulsifiers, stabilizers and thickeners. A variety of organic compounds from the group of emulsifiers, stabilizers and thickening agents are used as a food preservative. Example, gorgum, gelatin, agar-agar, etc. So most of us have seen gelatin. Okay, so gorgum, gelatin, agar-agar, etc. So these are used for emulsifying, for stabilizing or for thickening the food substances. Next is humectants. These are moisture retention agents. So to retain the moisture in a particular food substances, humectants are used. It controls viscosity, texture, bulking, retention of moisture, reduction of water activity, control of crystallization and improvement of softness. Example, polyhydroxyl alcohols. Some food substances you should be stored in water, okay, water or some sugar syrups, like that. So the sugar syrups and all should not get crystallized, no. So for that purpose they will be using humectants. For example is polyhydroxyl alcohols. Next, flavor improvers. These are bleaching and maturing agents used to bleach and mature the flour. For example, wheat flour like that and all. Example, benzyl peroxide. Then curing agents. These are additives to preserve meat, give them desirable color, flavor and discourage microbial growth. Example, sodium nitrate. So meat, everything that frozen meat, frozen fish, everything are stored no by means of curing agents. Example is sodium nitrate. Chelating agents, again these chelating agents, they are antioxidants. They serve as scavengers of metals which catalyzes. Again these chelating agents, they are antioxidants which prevents oxidation effect. Example, ethylene diamide tetraacetic acid EDTA. Ethylene diamide tetraacetic acid EDTA. So leavening agents. Leavening agent causes expansion of duff and batter by releasing gas and give porous structure. So this leavening agents, best example is yeast, baking powder and baking soda. So what are the leavening agents? The leavening agents causes expansion of duff or batter, dosa batter, idli batter, or duff. Duff means what? Wheat duff, maida duff like that and all, by releasing a gas and gives a porous structure. Example, yeast. Yeast and all you will be using when you are preparing what? When you are preparing pizzas, bread, bun and all. Baking powder, baking soda where you will be using for idli flour, dosa flour, then baking powder for making cakes and all. Okay. What are the harmful effects of food additives? Natural food additives are more or less harmless, but artificial food additives, again you should be used within restricted limits. So harmful effects of food additives are hydrogenated fats. What are hydrogenated fats? It can cause cardiovascular diseases and obesity. Artificial food colors, it leads to allergies, asthma and carcinogenic means cancer. Nitrates and nitrates, again it leads to cancer, carcinogenic. Sulfides, sulfur dioxide, metabisulfides and others, it leads to allergy and asthmatic reactions. Sugar and sweetness, it leads to obesity, dental cavities, hypoglycemia and diabetes. It leads to obesity, dental cavities, hypoglycemia and diabetes. Next is artificial sweetness. Under artificial sweetness you have aspartame, acesulfame, K and saccharin. It causes behavioral problems, hyperactivity and allergies. Artificial sweetness. Okay, this Ajinomoto and all, no, it comes under artificial sweetness or salt. Okay, we used to say China salt like that and all. Okay, so it causes behavioral problems, hyperactivity and allergies. Then the government has given statutory warning against the use of any artificial sweetener for children and pregnant women foods. There should not be any artificial sweetener for children and pregnant women foods. In spite of that, many are doing more amount of food additives apart from the prescribed permissible limits. Next is preservatives like BHA, BHT, EDTA, etc., which causes allergic reaction, hyperactivity and liver problems. Artificial flavors leads to allergic and behavioral problems. Refined flours, low nutrient calories, carbohydrate imbalances, altered insulin production. Refined flour like Maida is an example for refined flour. Okay, low nutrient calories, carbohydrate imbalances, and it leads to altered insulin production. Eating too much of maida can lead to diabetes mellitus. Salt, excessive salt is going to increase your blood pressure. Hope this video is clear for you all. If you my video, please give a thumbs up, share and subscribe to Science Easy Tech channel. My previous videos link I have given in description box. If you have not watched it, please go and watch it. If you have any doubts with regard to this video, please feel free to post your doubts in the comment section. Thank you friends. Keep supporting to Science Easy Tech channel.